open right now Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 8 to 2. Today is just a typical Saturday at the market. We've got about 42 or 43 vendors, and they'll range from local Mississippi farmers to specialty food vendors, and also some artists and craftsmen. We're kind of trending around like 45 to 50% farm right now. So there are probably 18 to 20 farmers in here today. Growing season-wise, we're kind of like in between the winter and the summer crops. So we're still seeing a lot of winter stuff, like all the leafy greens and the carrots, but you're also starting to see some like field tomatoes. The early field tomatoes are coming in. So we're kind of in a transition point, but around the 1st of June, most of all the summer crops that we have in Mississippi that are traditional will be in season.
My sisters wanted to start showing dairy goats in the 4-H, and so we got them, and you can only drink so much goat's milk, so we had to think of something else to do with it, and that was making soap. We're just sort of getting started up here at the farmers market. It's been good though. We've been doing it since I think February, and we've learned a lot, and it's been a good experience.
We milk 17 cows. They're all Jerseys and 2 Holsteins. We're a grass-fed dairy. We put a lot of emphasis on our grass program there. All of our products comes from those 17 cows. Our milk is pasteurized. It's not homogenized like your store-bought milk. The cream rises to the top in our milk. We do a whole milk plain yogurt. We do a heavy cream. We do a Creole cream cheese, which is a famous cheese that was made in New Orleans, sold in that area. We make a cheesecake. We also have a kitchen on our farm, and my wife and daughter bake cheesecakes there, and they use the Creole cream cheese to make a Creole cream cheese cheesecake.
We've got about 60 farmers that we communicate with at this market, and they don't all come at one time because they all have different crops, but the typical farmer would be driving less than 1 hour to get to the market. Farmers markets nationwide have grown over the last few years. Part of that's driven by just an increased concern for food safety. Information is much more readily available now than it was, in the 80s or so, like before the internet. So with all the information about genetically modified seeds and application of herbicides and pesticides, people have gotten concerned about where their food comes from, and so people shopping at farmers markets anywhere get that interaction with the farmer, and we've got farmers that have sweet corn in here, and people asking them where they're sourcing their seeds from because they read an article about some seed manufacturer that did a certain thing, and you can't go to the produce section at the grocery store and get that kind of feedback from the grower, so you kind of cut out the middleman. Deep down, these farmers are they're stimulating the economy. They drive up here and they buy stuff and they fill up with a tank of gas, or they go to these shops in downtown Jackson. So I mean, it does kind of boost the economy, the local economy on a very small scale.